here in the UK. A very frosty start first thing this morning, but the issue lies this evening. That is the map across Europe. As you can see, we're actually fairly dark blue across most of the continent, and we are certainly struggling with what is turning out to be a relatively short but relatively severe cold snap across the continent. So let's talk about how the UK is responding this evening. I think for the first time we are going to be seeing a number of customers of some of the leading energy companies being asked to turn things like dishwashers and washing machines off for a period in order to conserve power. We're also going to be firing up, I understand, the coal-fired power stations. Well, let's get some more details on what is happening here. Rachel Morrison, who heads the team covering European gas and power in Europe, she joins me now on set. So just walk me through what the UK is doing today. It is cold outside. We knew this was coming. What is the plan?
So the National Grid identified that there'd be a squeeze this evening where there's not much wind generation around today and indeed tomorrow. And they saw this gap, and things that you can do are either increase supply or reduce demand. And one of the tools that they got ready for this winter was to ask households to use less energy. So that's in place tonight, and that's for the first time. And this isn't everybody. These are customers that agreed to do this with their energy supplier, and they'll get a discount for not using energy this evening when that crunch time happens. So one an analyst said that you could save £12 by not using your oven this evening during that time. So if you can have a sandwich or a salad this evening, then you could save yourself 12 quid.
So, I mean, that's not nothing. Rachel, I have to wonder, if this is successful, does this become the template that works? And can we say, okay, the UK can actually manage this stuff and it's not that bad?
Yes, so this runs until the end of March, but I think that's really the point, that it's sort of getting people used to this idea that in future we should be thinking more carefully about energy use and also linking it to when it's expensive. So when there isn't much wind and there isn't much electricity around, use less and you can save money. So I think as more people have electric vehicles and electrify different things in their homes, they will start thinking about this more.
The other thing the UK is doing is though, using coal. Their coal-fired power stations being brought back online. How much longer can we rely on these relatively old pieces of technology in order to keep the lights on?
Well, this reserve of coal is only supposed to be around for this winter, and then the UK has pledged to get rid of coal by 2024. So it's really just there if we need it. And last night, National Grid thought that we would need it, and it looks like those stations won't be needed. But now they've been warmed up a bit. They're sort of ready if needed tomorrow. But at the moment, it doesn't look like we need them. But they're there, and that's the kind of backup plan, the insurance policy, if we don't have enough supplies. And we pay to have that. But, you know, we haven't used it yet, but we may still need it before the winter's over.
Rachel, another part of this is, you know, houses there can be old and drafty. Is there like a government support underway to like just fix houses and create better insulation, update boilers, burners, make things smarter so they use less energy? Like that would be in essence like the next step in a longer term plan.
Yeah, the UK does have particularly leaky homes, a kind of old housing stock, and that's something that the government is trying to do. They've tried a couple of times to roll out schemes on energy efficiency, but they haven't really worked. The uptake has been small. So there's a new push to do that, a renewed push. And, you know, you're right, if you have a home that doesn't leak energy, then your bills are going to be lower. So it makes sense. But what holds people back usually is the upfront cost of installing extra insulation or solar panels or things like that. But we expect the government to speed up that. They're coming under pressure from all sides to really make that programme happen quickly.